Hi, and welcome back to Last Week in Remediation, the British cyber shenanigans show, and I will get to say that correctly one of these days. Our first story is ironically about an agency that is not British. CISA has recommended adopting OpenEoX to track end-of-support devices. Sagi, what is OpenEoX and why is CISA urging organizations to adopt it?
Well, OpenEoX is a useful attempt to standardize end-of-support lifecycle data, but its impact may be limited. It adds another metadata layer rather than solving the real problem. Organizations already struggle to inventory assets and act on risk. Without enforcement and broad vendor participation, OpenEoX risks becoming a compliance theater that produces cleaner data while the underlying remediation gap remains unresolved.
We've all heard this one. Anthropic dropped Claude code security, and it's really shaken up the industry. What do you make of this, and can you help set the facts straight for us?
Well, Claude code security sounds very impressive, but the story still centers around detection. The tool finds vulnerabilities and suggests some patches, yet remediation remains manual and dependent on human approval. That reflects a broader industry pattern. We keep building better ways to discover problems, while the harder challenge, actually fixing them at scale, remains largely unsolved.
So, another win for the detection crowd. But is that what we need? If discovery is getting cheaper, but patching remains a challenge, how is that beneficial for security teams?
AI vulnerability hunters like Claude are impressive, but the article exposes the real gap in cybersecurity. Discovery is exploding while remediation capacity stays the same. Hundreds of findings mean little if only a handful of them get fixed. Without validation, prioritization, and patching workflows, AI risks flooding already overwhelmed maintainers with noise rather than actually improving security.
And now we're finally getting to news in the UK. The government has launched 2 new programs to identify and fix cyber threats faster. A vulnerability monitoring service and a dedicated cyber profession. Can you maybe elaborate on these programs? Why were they put into place and what have the results been thus far?
Absolutely. So the announcement sounds impressive, but it reads more like a policy victory than a technical breakthrough. Cutting fix times is positive, yet the service mainly improves monitoring and coordination rather than fundamentally solving remediation complexity. The real challenge remains organizational, ensuring agencies actually prioritize and implement fixes constantly across thousands of public sector systems.